Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today, a little bit more of an off-the-cuff introspective video. I'm going to talk about affordable watches and am I changing my way of collecting? Am I going to less expensive models? Watch this and find out. But of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today, I'm wearing my rotary Etta watch, my first ever mechanical watch that I bought with my own money. Oof, must be 13, 14 years ago now. And also, guys, don't forget to check out the last video. We're giving away an in-house chronograph worth $6,750. It's a giveaway happening June 1st. If you want to know how to enter, link in the description below to my Watch Myths video. If you watch the beginning of that video, it's very simple to enter. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to jump through any hoops, but you do have a chance to win basically a $7,000 in-house chronograph. So go check out that video, and of course check out delraywatch.com. We just got in the new Tudor Black Bay GMT white dial. What's there to be said? The Grand Seiko Snowflake, another classic, and a very cool and affordable Zodiac Seawolf GMT. All at delraywatch.com, link in the description below, and enter for a chance to win a $7,000 watch. Once again, no purchase is required. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. I mean, I think I'm pretty well known on YouTube for my love of higher end watches, but also value. You guys know I own Breguet, Moser. I talk about collecting, the best bang for buck. But generally, my conversation revolves around more expensive timepieces, or timepieces that many people find expensive. I mean, they're expensive for me as well. But I've noticed the comment section lately, a lot of people have said, hey, Fed, you're talking about more affordable watches. And I never really noticed that. But in the past 2 months, I have kind of taken a look, and I've been enjoying a lot of my less expensive watches and buying a lot less expensive watches. I mean, I bought my first Casio, which, I don't wear a ton, but I've been enjoying. My Tissot PRX, which I made a whole video on, one of my favorite watches in my collection, under $1,000. A Seiko Baby Tuna, another watch I've been enjoying massively. I even bought a Nomos World Time GMT. Now, yes, this one is above $3,000, but still relatively affordable. So what does that mean? Is this channel changing? Am I changing? Am I evolving? Well, yes and no. So I will start by saying the channel's not changing. I love horology of all price points. I've been focusing on the higher end, and that isn't really gonna change. But the videos, the way they come out, they're not really scripted. I kind of go with how I'm feeling that day. And I have noticed I've been enjoying a lot more affordable pieces lately. Why that is? Well, unlike most watch collectors, I didn't start low end, less expensive and work my way up. I started working at Cartier. I kind of jumped into the deep end of expensive watches. So I kind of skipped that whole Casio Seiko part of collecting. And even though I own a couple of pieces, it's never really been my focus. But for some reason, lately, and I'm not upset about it, I've been enjoying these less expensive watches. And I've been buying less expensive watches. And I'm pretty happy about that. Obviously, apart from the fact that it's less expensive and easier to buy, I've also been finding a lot of enjoyment in it. And I think I've preached enjoying watches of all price points. I think that is a valid collection philosophy. I've also said don't hoard all inexpensive pieces, save up, get your Grail watch. I think that's very important. But I like the fact, and I think most people should appreciate a watch that's $50,000 and a watch that's $300. Obviously, they're very different, but you should be able to see the enjoyment in both. And I think, for some reason, I've been enjoying the less expensive pieces lately. I've skipped that part of my collecting phase. I kind of am going through that now. It's not going to be, I'm always going to enjoy them, but I've been focusing more on it lately. That's not a permanent thing. I still love my Mosers, my GPs, my Pateks. Of course I do. And we'll be talking about a lot of those very soon, probably even in the next video. But for those people saying, hey, Fed, you seem to be focusing on less expensive watches, I guess you're right. I have been. And that's because that's what's happening in my personal life. I've been enjoying wearing those pieces, hence I'm enjoying talking about them. And I don't know what this video means. I don't know what I'm supposed to be portraying here, but I guess I just wanted to acknowledge the fact. You know, for all you collectors that focus on lower price point watches, I mean, there's some great stuff to be had. But don't forget, if you ever have the chance at some point, to explore higher end options. And for all you high end collectors, you know, don't forget, you can have fun for a lot less money, and you shouldn't stick your nose up to the less expensive pieces. Watches are awesome at all price points. And while I have tended to focus on the higher price points, right now I'm really enjoying what for me is the more affordable part of my collection. And I don't know, I guess it makes me pretty happy. I don't want to sound like I'm patting myself on the back, but I do like the fact, and I will say publicly that I like that I personally enjoy the full spectrum. And I think a lot of people that don't, they should give it a shot, because you'll get a lot more enjoyment from collecting that way. I mean, guys, buying a $10,000 watch is not easy for anybody. I don't care how rich you are. I mean, I guess for the top 0.1%, it's pretty easy, but you know, you can get enjoyment without too much suffering. But at the same time, balance it out. Don't hoard. Sometimes it's also very nice to save up for that one really special piece. So yeah, guys, a rotary on the wrist, wore a Casio all last week. Really enjoying myself. But yeah, you know, the expensive stuff is not forgotten. I'm just kind of taking a little change of pace, but I think this weekend I might bust out the Calatrava. But I'll probably take a second less expensive option as well, maybe my baby tuna. I don't know. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm happy. This is fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful hobby of ours as well. Don't know what this video was really about, just kind of a off-the-cuff type of talk. Give it a thumbs up if you found it enjoyable, or not, you know, whatever. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more content, and of course, check out the previous video for your chance to win a really cool in-house chronograph entirely for free. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.